14. You're listening to AC Men's Basketball on 103.1 FM, 1270 AM, and WCBCRadio.com.
I missed a couple buckets. I'll get them at half, and then we'll be able to talk.
Do you have ideas? Here at Allegheny College of Maryland, our multimedia technology program can help you bring your ideas to life. Oh, excuse me, Kayla.
Another quick two for him, 19-16 now. Trojans within 3. They've trailed most of this game. Raptors got out to a pretty nice lead. Nice block there by Floyd, but it went right back into the hands of the Raptor, Paul Garcia. Now he looks for something. Now he's got room along the left side, and then another block as Demonia comes out of nowhere to block it. And that ball's going to go out of bounds, and it will be Trojans basketball. Nice defense on that set there.
Demonia and Floyd that time for the Trojans, Tony, showing great leaping ability, knocking that ball up into the bleachers.
And I'd say the other thing you like is that Floyd stayed with it. He knocked it back to the Montgomery player, but he stayed with it, and they were able to get a move there. And the Trojans lose the handle on that. And then the ball kind of a little bit out of control. And it'll go off a Raptor player last, and that will be Trojan basketball. Marcus Demonia will look to inbound the ball.
It's funny, Tony. Coach Boyd at the timeout was telling his team, you know, we have to rebound, get possession of the ball before we start down the floor. And there was a situation where it was a loose ball. Instead of grabbing it and making sure you have possession, then start the other direction, he just tried to bat it and it knocked it out of bounds. Sometimes they don't listen to their coach.
Trojan basketball right now, 11:55 to go in the first half. They're going to swing it around. Word has an open look for 3, no good. And Aja in there for the rebound. Now it's going to be Floyd putting it back up. Still won't go in. Still Trojan basketball. And still no good. Another missed shot.
I think there's a little in the Trojan basket, Tony.
A lot of
Allegheny College getting all kinds of great shots. They just can't put it in the hole right now.
Good shots and a lot of good offensive rebounds on that possession, but a series of shots that would not go in. And it's Raptor basketball right now. Now the Trojans looking to put a little full court pressure on. Just a little man pressure. Rose able to handle it, bringing it up the floor. He'll set up shop here, and it will be Ali, and he'll shoot in and out. Trojans will look to push. They have Demonia on a fast break, and he gets it up. Quick two. DeMarcus Demonia, the man for the Trojans, gets it in the basket. And it's 19-18 Raptors. Raptors now in their offense. And a quick two from them, and now we're getting a little bit of the run that we were expecting, Bill. 21-18 now as we move inside 11 minutes to play in the first half.
Very fast pace, Tony.
Trojans now going to try to slow down a little bit, getting into their set. They're going to swing it around. Word in the corner for 3, in and out of the cylinder. They're going to get a foul called on the Montgomery Raptors. That'll be Marcus Driscoll.
And the shot clock is not a factor in this basketball game. At 10:51 to go in the half, it's Montgomery 21, Allegheny Trojans 18.
Trojans now with the ball. And they're going to try to set up their offense. David Floyd for a long 3, and it's good. Floyd for another three-pointer. And the hot hand of David Floyd keeping the Trojans in it. Right now we are all tied up 21 apiece in the first half.
And Coach Boyd and Montgomery has to be upset. Those shots, they're not contested at all. He has wide open looks.
Raptors now looking to shoot. Little contact, no call. Trojans push it up the other way. Nice backward pass there. Word in the corner for 3. No good. Air ball. Raptors have it. They're going to push it. They've got it out to Vince Rose on a fast break, and he'll take an easy layup for the 2 points. 23-21. Raptors get the lead back, and we're inside 10 minutes to play in the half. And now the Trojans swinging around, trying to get into the corner. Now they get it out to Floyd. He's going to get it over to Demonia, who has an open look for three. That's good. When the Trojans have shots on the outside, they're open. Some of them just not falling, but now maybe starting to fall, and they lead 24-23. Garcia pushes his way in, but can't get the ball in the basket. And the Trojans look for a quick outlet pass, but way out in front of Johnson and Jaw, and they can't get it.
Tony, Allegheny College at this point is very poor shooting. Last couple of times they've drained a couple of threes. They're starting to heat up a little bit. But at the 9:33 mark, they're up by 1 point and not shooting that well. That's a good sign for the Trojans.
Yeah, if you can be in it and not be playing your best, and not, you're in good shape, and that's what we have right now for the Trojans. Right now, the Raptors looking to slow it down. Point guard Garcia running it, and he'll get it back. 15 seconds here on the shot clock. Raptors looking to slow this one down a little bit, trying to get it inside. Now they get it out to Ali, and he's going to force the issue in there on the drive, and he gets it in. 25-24, Raptors lead. AC now going to push up a little bit. They get it out to Lewis. He'll go back, and then they get it out again to Demonia for another long three off the back iron, no good.
You have to like the looks that Allegheny College is getting, Tony. They just need to nail these shots.
They just need them to go in. Raptors there with an air ball, and that'll be AC ball as they come back up the floor. They'll get it out to Demonia, now in the corner there, and that's Lewis, and he's open for three. Antoine Lewis for a three-pointer, and the Trojans take the lead. A little bit back and forth right now, Bill. 27-25, Trojans in the lead.
Not a whole lot of defense, Tony.
No, not to speak of so far. Garcia dribbling around. He's looking for an open look. Three there by Driscoll, no good. Gets it out to Ali, now back out to Garcia at the top of the key, trying to set up some offense. Slow it down, looks to get it inside. And Garcia cuts to the basket, not open. Long three there, no good. And that'll go out of bounds, and it will be AC basketball. So nice defensive set there for the Trojans. Put the pressure on, didn't give the Raptors any kind of an easy look. And they were able to get the turnover there and get the ball back.
A very fast-paced first half, Tony. 7:57 to go. Allegheny College winning 27-25. And really, they're very fortunate because they have not shot the ball well in this first half.
Here we go now with the Trojans and their offense. They're going to look to get it around. Down in the corner. No good. Raptors with the rebound. That's Vince Rose. He'll push it up the floor. Calling out an offensive set there for the Raptors is Rose. Dribbling now, and they get it to Ali. He looks to go inside. Up and in, no good. Raptors get it again, but a travel there. And that's on number 24, Marcus Driscoll. And Trojans will get the ball back here. 27-25. They lead. 7:25 to go in the first half. A slower pace now for the Trojans. Hodges gets it out to Floyd. Back inside to Demonia. Takes a dribble in, but can't get it in. And they're going to call that a goaltend. And no, excuse me, it'll be a foul, but they will count the basket.
Tony, you could hear Coach Reams, yelling at his Trojans to get the ball inside. They're not happy with the outside shooting. Get the ball inside a little bit, get it in, get it back out. It really opens up things when you do that.
No basket on that one. Cotman goes up and gets it in, but they're going to call the offensive foul on Justin Cotman, and so that'll come back the Raptor way.
Justin went over the back that time of the Montgomery player. This shows his aggressiveness. I'll tell you, he's a rebounding machine, my man. When he's in the paint, he goes after the basketball.
And the Raptors are going to push it up. A little bit of pressure here from the Trojans. Still looking right now. It's Ali with the ball. He's going to try to set something up out. Dribbling now. And gets it out to the corner. Trying to square up, and they get it out to Garcia. And they'll call a quick foul there on Michael Hopta for the Raptors, and that'll be Trojan ball.
Moving pick that time, Tony. That you have to be set. You can't be swaying your hips right to left when you're setting a pick. And that was a good call by the official that time to give the Trojans the ball with 6:52 to go in the first half, leading 27-25 from Bob Kirk Arena.
Jonathan Kamana comes in for the Raptors. 2 fouls for him, so he's sitting a little bit. Now he's back. Trojans looking to get something going on offense. Go hard to the basket, no good. Raptors getting it back up the court, pushing the issue. Looking for someone there, and that's Rose trying to get to the baseline. No good, ball goes out of bounds. Actually hits an official, and they're going to give it to the Trojans. They'll come back up this way. 27-25, they lead, 6:28 to go in the first half.
Rose caught himself going to the bucket. He got in the air, and he didn't have anybody to throw it to. Turnover, Trojans basketball.
Trojans try to get it down into Cotman. He can't quite get the handle on it, and the Raptors will have it. Paul Garcia will bring it up the court, looking to set something up. And then down in the corner is Rose. He gets it out back to Garcia. He's going to try to dribble in, pulls up around the foul line, in and out of the basket. Cotman with the rebound.
Nice rebound that time. Nice outlet. Nice transition basketball by the Trojans that time. Outlet pass, drive to the bucket.
Lewis had it fouled on the way up, so he'll shoot 2.
And Tony, when you think about it, it's a fast-moving first half because the officials are not blowing the whistle. They're kind of saying, hey, guys, let's play.
Yep.
We can get home sooner. Let's get this over with.
No, letting them play here. And
there's nothing wrong with letting them play, Tony.
That's what we're going to see. But right now we'll have Antoine Lewis at the floor, at the line. And he makes his first. Danye Moore for the Trojans checks in. Lewis now getting ready to take his second shot. No good. And Raptors will have it. Vince Rose will walk it up the floor. Now he's going to pick up the pace a little bit, getting down to the set. Gets it to Garcia. No, that's Ali. Now Kamana with the ball. And a nice batting out of bounds by Lewis there to break up the rhythm. It'll be Raptor basketball. 5:43 to go in the first half. 28-25, Trojans lead. And the Raptors have it now, and they're going to end up knocking it out of bounds. I think the call will go against the Trojans, and it does. Foul against Brandon Hodge there.
Brandon reaching from the back, trying to push the ball, and a lot of times when the official sees that reach, it's definitely an automatic foul.
20 seconds on the shot clock, 5:40 on the game clock here in the first half. And it's 28-25 Trojan lead. Kamana had the baseline, went up, couldn't get it in and out, and it's Trojan ball as they try to bring it up. Demona lost it, but got it back. He's pushing it up the floor. Now he's going to pass there to Cotman, who can't quite get it under control, but he does manage to gather it in, but throws it out of bounds. So tough sequence there for Cotman. It was a tough pass to him, couldn't quite get it, and finally gathered it in, and then ended up kind of throwing it away a little bit.
Yeah, Justin was really in a hurry that time. A lot of times guys in the post, they get the ball, they just get in too much of a hurry. You need to slow down a little bit. And Justin just threw it away in a hurry.
Raptors take a timeout. We will as well. 5:21 to go in the half. It's 28-25 Trojans lead. You're listening to AC Men's Basketball on 103.1 FM, 1270 AM, and WCBCRadio.com. Welcome back to Bob Kirk Arena. Tony Orndorff, Bill Sessman bringing you AC Men's Basketball on WCBC. And right now the Trojans lead the Montgomery County Raptors 28-25 with 5 minutes to go in the first half.
And a very quick first half, Tony.
Raptors looking for an alley-oop, but they can't bring it in. Cotman swats away the putback, and now Demonia bringing it up the court. Loses control, but gets it back. He gets it out to Lewis. He's going to drive in for a little floater, and it's good.
Nice penetration that time by Antoine Lewis.
And a nice touch on that, a little bit of a floater, and it goes in. And the Trojans push their lead up to 5 points now as we get inside 5 minutes to play. Vince Rose running the point now for the Raptors. Trying to get some separation. Now he's got some room, and he looks to pass it outside into the corner. That's Ali, takes it down to the middle of the floor, and pulls up right in the paint for 2. And now the Trojans push it back up. Demonia for a long three, and it's no good off the back glass. And a quick outlet there for the Raptors. Vince Rose catching that, and they've got that 5-point lead cut to 1 right now.
And the Trojans have to get back on defense. That should not happen. That point guard needs to rotate, and he needs to be the first person back. They cannot allow Montgomery to get easy buckets like that.
And that sequence started with Demonia taking a long three that he didn't really need to take.
Well, that happens, Tony, when you take a bad shot like that, the rebound gets pushed out so far, and it's like an outlet pass. And that's exactly what happened.
Hodge took a three, and it got stuck in between the rim and the backboard. And so that will be a Raptor basketball right now. 3:52 to go in the first half. Trojans lead 30-29. Raptors looking to push it up. Charlie Ali with the ball. Now they'll get it to Vince Rose. He'll try to set an offense. Ali cutting across the floor. And the Raptor coaches trying to send in some information. Rose is just going to take it himself. Pull up, fadeaway shot, and it's good. And the Raptors take the lead, 31-30 now.
Very impressive one-on-one move by Rose from Montgomery College.
Lewis with a long three for the Trojans, and an answer right back. They take the lead back 33-31 with 3:15 to play in the first half. Now the Raptors walk it up the floor. That's Rose. He's going to take a quick shot inside the arc, and it's good. 33-33, all tied up inside 3 minutes to play in the half.
Rose is on fire from Montgomery. He's made his last 3 shots.
Cotman grabs it, and he's looking to put his shoulder into it and get it to the basket. Nice move there by Cotman. A little fake and strong to the basket. Wow, he rattles in.
When he makes his mind up, he's going to the bucket. You better get out of his way because he is very strong.
Yeah, he's a freight train coming down.
Yes, he is.
Coming down there. Raptors now looking for a shot. Their shot clock inside 20 seconds. Quick pull up off the rim, no good. Cotman has the rebound. Trojans pushing it up. That's Lewis. Out into the corner. And no good, long. And that's going to go off the Trojans, and it will be Raptor basketball. That was done more on a corner three that just couldn't get in. And it is 35-33, back and forth game so far.
And again, Tony, those threes are great if they go in. But
live by the three, die by the three.
Yes, exactly. And what's happening in Montgomery is getting an outlet pass on the long rebound, and they're down the court scoring.
Yeah, a lot of the threes that the Trojans are trying are going long. Quick foul there as the Raptors are trying to bring it up the court, and that's a foul on David Floyd for the Trojans. And that's his first. 16 fouls now for the Raptors, only 3 now for the Trojans. And right now Rose running point for the Raptors. He gets to Ali. He's looking to pass, but he takes a long three instead. No good. Trojans get the ball. They push up. You can hear the Montgomery College coaches urging them to get back on D, and they do. And now it's to Cotman. He gets down to Word in the corner. He's going to try to take the baseline, and a nice quick pass to David Floyd. He was cracking down the middle of the lane and puts it in for an easy layup. 37-33, Trojans lead inside 2 minutes to go.
And that also it started by getting the ball inside and then back out and then back inside and back out. You get the easy bucket.
Reaching foul there on David Floyd. That'll be his second. And number 14, Corey Mitchell will come into the game. A 6'2 freshman out of McHenry, Maryland. We'll check in here with 1:35 to go. It'll be Montgomery College ball as they look to inbound it. And Rose makes a move to the basket on the inbound. Goes in, no call, put back good. 37-35, Trojans lead. Looking to set something up and get it to Kazoo. Now it's down to Cotman, who has some space, and he's going to try to go in back. That is a devastating move for Cotman, who looked like he was out of control, but went up and reversed it, laid it in. 39-35, Trojans lead.
They need to get the ball inside to him more offensively. He's a good passer, and he's also strong going to the hole.
Raptors go in. Ali with the bucket, no good, but he's fouled on the try, and he'll go to the line. Shoot 2 on that.
1 minute left in the first half. Allegheny College 39, Montgomery 35. We are at Bob Kirk Arena. You're listening to Allegheny basketball from Bob Kirk Arena on 103.1 FM and 12:30 AM.
And that is Charlie Ali there for the Raptors on the line. First shot good. Setting to take a second one when this goes. Will be under a minute to play in the half. Trojans now clinging to a 3-point lead. Charlie Ali, freshman guard out of Walter Johnson High School. His second shot is good. And now we're inside a minute. Trojans looking to press. And it's Mitchum swings it out, looking to get to Cotman inside. High pass and he gets it. Goes up strong and it's in.
All day long, Tony.
And Cotman goes up strong. He cannot be stopped. And he's good for that. And Trojans with the lead now, 41-37, as we're inside a minute to play.
Very high percentage that time. You get the ball into him, he really makes things happen.
Paul Garcia off the dribble, no good on the long three. Trojans now looking to push it with under 30 seconds to play. Word gets it out. Lewis with a look for three. Now he's going to drive it in. No basket. They'll call a travel on Antoine Lewis. Just a little out of control on the drive. And it'll be Raptor basketball.
22 seconds left in the first half. Allegheny 41. Montgomery 37, and a very close first half, Tony.
Yeah, it's been back and forth the whole time. Couple of lead changes as well. And now the Raptors bringing it up. It's Vince Rose walking it up the floor. Inside 20 seconds to play.
And her shot clock is off, Tony.
Looking to hold here for the final shot. Rose dribbles in. Mitchum giving good defense. Out almost to midcourt. Now Rose looks to make his move. Dribbles down inside. Nice outlet pass to Garcia. Good with the three.
It's good. Maybe a foul. I don't know.
Contact there by Sagan Word. And I think Garcia was selling it. But it does not look like he'll get the call. Three-pointer is good. No, they will give the call.
That's a good call, Tony.
Word with contact on the three-pointer. And so Paul Garcia will shoot one foul shot with the clock off, and all the players gathered around staring at him.
Great penetration that time, and he kicked it for the three, and it went in right at the buzzer. The ball was definitely in the air. It was good, and he was fouled. 4-point play to end the half that time for Montgomery to tie the score at 41-41 in half.
So we have played one half of basketball, and as Bill said, it was all tied up, 41-41. We'll be back with some stats and some other things to talk about for halftime. You're listening to AC Men's Basketball on 103.1 FM, 1270 AM, and WCBCRadio.com.
Do you have ideas? Here at Allegheny College of Maryland, our multimedia technology program can help you bring your ideas to life. Oh, excuse me, Kayla. Our program offers top-of-the-line filming equipment and editing software. Now this is the Radio Simulation Lab, where we edit audio to perfection.
When the audio is finished, we take it over to our multimedia lab.
Contact Allegheny College of Maryland today for more information about multimedia technology.
Criminal justice is an ever-changing field. What is the law today can be different tomorrow. So we are training the future generation of criminal justice professionals to be ready to work in a competitive field, a challenging field, and one that is ever-changing.
Our curriculum is designed to have actual real-world experience and hands-on experience. So with our guest lecturers and opportunities and our field trips, we'll take them to the actual federal correctional institution, let them take a tour. We invite guest speakers in.
Additionally, once a year we have Law Day, where we bring in all of the local, county, and state police agencies and correctional agencies for a chance for our students to interact.
Criminal Justice Club provides the students an extracurricular activity where they can meet, talk about different things that are happening in the field. We actually have speakers come in, usually law enforcement, local police, the Sheriff's Department, state police, and some federal law enforcement officers.
The advanced policing class is a course that we brought back. It's a very exciting class. And we're excited about it because we go in partnership with local law enforcement and state law enforcement. So it's more real-world experience.
The nanotech program is fairly different than a lot of the other ones around our school. You get to spend your last semester up at Penn State. There you get access to a clean room and a lot of state-of-the-art equipment. You get hands-on experience playing with this equipment so that you're very prepared for the jobs you get to go into. This is a challenging major. You need to take chemistry, physics, and math before you go up to Penn State. But once you succeed at that, it's a very rewarding endeavor. The nanotechnology degree here gives you hands-on experience in an exciting, growing technical field.
Dedication with a sense of purpose.
An understanding of the mind, body, and soul.
It takes a leap of faith. It was the best decision I ever made.
Well, the Nurse Managed Wellness Clinic is an innovative clinical experience for our nursing and allied health students at Allegheny College. We provide the clinical opportunity for students to work with live patients, providing real healthcare services. Well, the nursing and allied health students, we can help them to navigate, figure out what they need to have as far as healthcare services. It's economical and it's convenient. So we're right here on campus. The other students who participate in the clinical experiences, it's a wonderful opportunity for them, whether they're checking blood pressures at the college center or they're participating in flu clinics. It's just a great opportunity for students.
I chose ACM because it's close to home, affordable, and the staff is very kind and helpful.
Because of the good reputation it has as a college.
Yeah, because of the great support staff.
Yeah, because it offers me local education and flexible course scheduling.
This is the house that built me. Upon graduation from high school, I was recruited to play baseball here at Allegheny College of Maryland. My 2 years here was exactly what I needed. You know, as we look at our vision statement, we're trying to transform lives. We're strengthening our community, and we're making learners the center of everything we do. That's exactly what was occurring my 2 years here. I feel the same feeling as I do now, as I did then, being part of this campus, Allegheny College of Maryland.
At Allegheny College of Maryland, innovation means more than just new ideas. Whether it's advanced classroom technology, unique learning opportunities, or inventive teaching methods, the faculty and staff at ACM are constantly expanding what a traditional community college can offer its students. With many of our career programs listed on the U.S. News Best Jobs 2013, students graduate prepared for success in an ever-evolving economy. Whether it's helping the disabled in a foreign country or enriching the local community as an automotive technologist, the opportunities at ACM are diverse and abundant. Let's take a closer look at how a few of our programs are establishing a strong foothold in the community and beyond.
The Automotive Technology program always has access to the latest industry standard equipment to train our students so that they can move out into a career and keep up with what's coming off of the assembly lines in the automotive industry. We've got the latest emissions diagnostic equipment. We've got the industry standard scan equipment. We've also got OEM scan equipment to keep our students up to date on what they need to know when they're in the field. In addition, we've moved recently to purchase engine machining equipment so that we can give our students an additional skill set in a field that most of our employers say that the students need to move into. Keeping up with what the students as technicians when they graduate need to have to get a job in the field. That's what's innovative to us.
So he gets to. Welcome back to AC Men's Basketball. The second half coming your way here live in Bob Kirk Arena. And it is 41-41, all tied up. Montgomery College visiting the AC Trojans. And we're getting set now for the second half, Bill.
And we'll have to see what each team decides to do a little differently in the second half. For the Trojans, I guess it would be make a few more shots. Of course, that always helps. Yes. But defensively, it looks like the Montgomery's going to start in a matchup zone again. Like a 1-2-2 matchup zone. He changed it from a 2-1-2 matchup.
We're underway right now. Kottman for the Trojans takes a long shot, no good, and the Raptors have it. Like we said, 41 all. Tony Orndorff with you, along with Bill Cessna. Garrett Egan out of town this week, so doing a little spot duty. As Garrett takes care of business out of town. Raptors with the ball. Rose, the point guard, trying to get some penetration. Takes it back out. And now trying to dribble back in. It's all Rose right there on that possession. They finally get it down inside. Basket no good. Raptors grab the rebound. Driscoll goes up hard with the second effort, and it is good. And they take a quick lead here in the beginning of the second half. Demonia now has the ball for the Trojans. He gets it out to Hodge. Kottman underneath, a spin move and a reverse just rims out. And now Garcia brings it up for the Raptors. Gets it ripped out of his hands there by Brandon Hodge. It'll be Raptor ball. Garcia made a three right at the buzzer and got a foul on it as well to tie the game up for the Raptors right at the close of the half.
It looks like both teams are playing this same type of basketball in the first half. Whoever has the higher shooting percentage is going to win this in this basketball game.
Vince Rose from downtown for three, 46-41 now. Raptors lead. Demonia has it inside, kicks it back out. That's Floyd for a three, and it's good. And now the team's trading three-pointers. 46-44, Raptors lead. 18:27 to go in the second half. Ali has it, and he drives to the basket. He's put in, and running up and down a little bit now. We were kind of expecting. And Demonia has the ball for the Trojans. A quick three here, and that's Floyd, and that
Floyd,
rattles in.
2 3-pointers to open this second half for the Trojans. Montgomery up 48-47 with 18:01 to go in the second half here at Bob Kirk Arena.
Garcia has the ball now, and he's going to get it out to Rose. Rose looking for the baseline, can't quite get it, kicks it to Mana, and he pulls up right inside the foul line for two. And the Raptors push their lead up to 3, 50-47.
Neither team playing any defense, Tony.
And David Floyd cannot miss. Another three-pointer, keeping the Trojans in it right now. All tied up, 50-50. Raptors will push it up, and now they're going to look to set something up.
Trojans in a 2-2-1 half-court trap.
And Rose will pull up there. That bucket will be short. Doesn't get the rim. Shot clock still moving. Garcia from way deep. No good. Driscoll with the rebound. He'll put it up. Also no good. And that ball will finally go out of bounds on the Raptors, and the Trojans will take possession. And Bill, I don't think the Montgomery coaching staff agreed with that call.
No, Montgomery coaching staff was not real happy with that call. And you can see Coach Bird following the official to half court. He's really upset with that call, Tony.
And so now it's Trojan ball. They'll walk it up the court. And that is Hodge. He's going to get it out, and it'll come back to him. Now he's going to look for some help. He gets it down to Kottman inside. Demonia out on the wing. He pushes it back out. Intercepted there by Garcia. He's going to take it all the way for a quick two. Nice defense and transition offense from Paul Garcia, 6'2" freshman from Covenant Life High School. And he gives the Raptors a 2-point lead, 52-50.
Garcia showing a lot of speed that time on that pass. And they're in a 2-1-2 matchup, and they're really not covering a whole lot of people.
Hodge for three, no good. Rebound for the Trojans. And that was
Floyd.
David Floyd. It's been his half so far. He goes up hard with the basket, gets it, and the foul. Foul will go on Charlie Ali for the Raptors, and we're all tied up now, 52 apiece, with 16:22 to go in the ball game.
Floyd has taken 4 shots in less than 4 minutes. He's made 3 threes and 1 2-point goal, and he's shooting his first foul shot within the first 4 minutes.
Right now, David Floyd having a great second half, and he sinks that free throw and gives the Trojans a 1-point lead. Floyd now providing a little bit of pressure here in the full court.
Floyd with 12 points in the first 4 minutes of this second half.
AC pressure comes out, trap in. Coach Bird gets a timeout. And they're saying that he was not able to call a timeout. They gave it to him, and we'll check the officials. And they're going to give it. It'll be Raptor ball here, right in front of the scorer's table. They're going to bring it out with 18 seconds to go. 18 seconds on the shot clock. Excuse me. Now down to 10. Rose looking for a shot. Ali has it out across the arc. Inside and a quick 2. Up and good. Mid-range jumper from Charlie Ali, and it's 54-53 Raptors.
And both teams are shooting much better in the second half, Tony.
Yeah, woke up a little bit, I think, at halftime. Floyd again for 3. David Floyd needs the ball out across the arc because he cannot miss.
That's 15 points for him. A little over 4.5 minutes in the second half for Floyd for Allegheny College.
Raptors force the issue, get the ball down low, but it's Cotman for the Trojans who grabs it, throws it off a Raptor player, and it's Trojan basketball. And we're getting a little more, you see the intensity pick up here a little bit in the second half, and the shooting certainly picking up as well. It's 56-54 Trojans with 15:26 to go in the ball game, and they'll bring the ball up.
Both the coaches are getting a little more excited, and you can see the players are thriving off what the coaches are trying to tell them to do. You can see this game is getting more exciting as we move on, Tony.
And it will be Floyd again for 3. That's off, and it will go out of bounds, and that will be Raptor ball.
And that's Floyd's first miss in the first 5 minutes of the second half.
But you can see his teammates trying to get the ball to him, trying to get to the guy with the hot hand. He's Floyd out at midcourt to provide some defensive pressure. Ali has it now, and they'll get it back to Garcia. Garcia will look to set something up. Gets it inside, man, cutting to the basket. No pass. A quick up there by Jonathan Kamana, and that's 2 points for the Raptors. Kamana with 2 fouls so far in the game, but a couple of nice baskets as well. He's been a factor. And that was Savon Word with a quick bucket for the Trojans.
And that's his first bucket of tonight. And nice driving move to the bucket, laid it high off the board into the bucket.
58-56 Trojans lead. They're going to get it down inside. Goes up hard, Marcus Driscoll does, and he slams it down in. All tied up, even game so far, back and forth.
58-58 with 4:20 left in the second half.
Floyd there tried to set up for a 3. Some of the Raptor faithful thought he may have walked a little bit. No call. Instead, that'll be a call there on Vince Rose. And number 10, Michael Hapty, will come in for the Raptors. Kamana can take a seat. And the Trojans will inbound it under their own basket. Out to Cotman. He'll go back down inside to Demonia. Turnaround jump shot, no good. Raptors with the rebound. Garcia pushing it up. He'll slow down a little bit, looking to pass. Now he might shoot. No, he'll give it out to Ali, who's at the top of the key. He'll drive in. Quick jump shot is good. Ali with the mid-range jumper and goes up, puts the Raptors up 60-58 inside 14 minutes to play.
Charlie Ali with a nice jump shot that time.
Cotman underneath, pass, got it out to a Trojan player. That was Word. He took it in for a 2 and the foul, and he'll go to the line tied 60-60.
Coppin with a nice pass to Word that time for the layup. Tell you, when they get the ball into him, good things happen. I don't think they get the ball to him enough, Tony.
He's available. Yeah, he's there, and when he gets it, he makes something good happen that time with a nice pass to Word. He gets the basket and now to the line as well. And Word coming off the bench and becoming a factor here in the second half. 5'10" guard out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, went to Frederick Douglass High School. And right now he looks to add to his total and does. Free throw good. Trojans take a 1-point lead. Charlie Ali brings it up for the Raptors. They're going to lose it in transition. Ford has it. He's going to get it to Demonia coming down. Nice reverse move, and it's 2 more points for the Trojans. the Raptor coach urging them to push up the floor. Pressure a little bit there from the Trojans. They're going to get it down underneath. Pressure broke. Driscoll with a dunk, but they're going to wave the basket off and say that he traveled. And that'll be AC basketball. Coach Bird there for the Raptors, not happy with the call, letting his unhappiness be known.
I love it when these coaches get fired up, Tony, and I can sit back and just talk about it and be cool about it.
So yeah, Coach Bird staying under, he's under control, but he's letting the refs know.
I don't think he walked.
Well, neither does Montgomery. Here we go. Trojan basketball. 13-14 to go in the game. Turnaround look there from Lewis. And the putback is good. Trojans have it. And have the lead now up to 5, 65-60. Raptors pushing it down. Montgomery finds Garcia in the corner. No good off the basket. Now the Trojans will push it up. Demonia has it and dunks it home. The crowd waited for that, Bill. They could see it was coming when they saw it, and officials now.
Well, they got the outlet pass, and he took off from half court, and he really released in the air about the three-point line. It was a typical Michael Jordan slam down.
Do you have ideas? Here at Allegheny College of Maryland, our multimedia technology program can help you bring your ideas to life. Oh, excuse me, Kale. Our program offers top-of-the-line filming equipment and editing software. Now this is the Radio Simulation Lab, where we edit audio to perfection.
When the audio is finished, we take it over to our multimedia lab.
Contact Allegheny College of Maryland today for more information about multimedia technology.
Welcome back to Bob Kirk Arena. Tony Orndorff, Bill Cessna with you, bringing you AC men's basketball. 67-60, the Trojans lead. 12:43 to go in the ball game, and it was even for a long time and tied for quite a bit in this half. But the Trojans now coming on, and a steal there by Word. He's going to take it all the way in, goes up for two, gets the call a little bit late there, but they do give him the call. No bucket. He'll go to the line. And Savon Word looking to put the Trojans up 9 if he can make both buckets.
Tony Montgomery's having a rough time handling his 2-2-1 half-court trap that Coach Reams and Allegheny College is putting on Montgomery here to start the second half. And what it's done is it's actually up the tempo so Allegheny can get out quicker, and it's actually sped up Montgomery, and they're not getting as good a shot as they had in the first half, as good a shots as they did in the first half.
Word misses his first. And second one is good. 68-60 now. Trojan lead. 12:30 to go in the ball game. A little bit of half-court pressure from the Trojans, and Charlie Ali will look to kick it out in the corner. Three is good, and that is Michael Hobbs there. A sub came in and hit the three open in the corner. They got it to him. Wild pass goes out of bounds. Trojans will lose possession. That was just a little bit sloppiness there. A pass that was a little bit wild and couldn't get under control, and now it's Raptor basketball.
We're at 12:08 mark of the second half. The Trojans are up 68-63 over Montgomery College.
And that is Hopta again with a nice dish underneath and a slam home. And check that Kamana, Jonathan Kamana on that dunk. And they're going to give that'll be a call there on Floyd, an offensive foul on the Trojans, David Floyd, and it'll be Raptor ball.
It's really funny, after the timeout, the momentum has shifted back to Montgomery with a dunk and then a steal. They have the ball with 11:49 to go, trailing by 3.
68-65, Trojan lead. Raptors with the ball. Vince Rose has it, looking for some penetration, gets it out. Now they'll put it out, and that's Hopta. He's going to look to pull up. short. Demonia with the rebound. Ali took it away from him. Out for three. It's Vince Rose, and it's good. Big three-pointer there for the Raptors as they tie the ball game up at 68. Trojans coming up the other way. In the corner is Lewis. He spins, looks to shoot. Can't quite get it, loses control, and a travel called. The right call on that, just a little bit out of control, moved his feet.
A little out of control, and his foot slipped, and there's definitely a walk. Turnover to Montgomery.
And the Montgomery Raptors are going to walk the ball up the floor. Half-court pressure here from the Trojans. Back and forth, Rose and Ali, and they get it to Garcia, will drive the basket, and foul called on the Trojans. Garcia will go to the line. Foul on Johnson Aja for the Trojans.
And Montgomery did a nice job that time of attacking the 2-2-1 half-court trap by getting the ball in the middle, and then when you turn to the bucket, you have a 3-on-2.
Garcia makes his first. Paul Garcia making a big impact, hit a big three to end the first half and got a foul on it. 4-point play. Second free throw rattles out. Trojans now have it. Demonia with the ball, looks to drive inside, cuts in. Nice quick look and layup off the glass. Demonia, a very smooth player when he drives into the basket.
Good answer that time by the Trojans.
70-69, Lewis with a steal. Now he'll push it out. He's got word, and he's going to give it alley-oop to Demonia, who can't slam it in. Lewis gets the long rebound. He'll drive it in, and it's off the iron. Raptors grab it. They're looking to go fast, and an outlet pass intended for Paul Garcia out of control, and the Raptors can't gather it. It'll be Trojan basketball.
And Montgomery turns it over. 10:36 mark. Trojans 70, Montgomery 69.
Save on word for the Trojans walking it up. Trojans looking to get into their set. Mona cuts to the basket, pass to him, can't quite get it, and they're going to get, I believe they're going to get a Raptor player on a push as Ammonia went out of bounds, and they did. It was Michael Hockett on the foul. 6-foot freshman coming off the bench from Gaithersburg High School, committing that foul. And that'll be Trojan ball. Hopta's going to come back to the bench and talk to the coaches about it a little bit. Wild inbound pass from the Trojans. It gets out of control, and Kamanitz is going to take it all the way to the basket. No good. Trojans trying to grab it. They do. Word has it. Now he's pushing it up. Ali almost with a reach-in foul. No call. And Word with a reverse up and in layup. 72-69, Trojans lead. And now Rose is going to answer back with a coast-to-coast run. Can't get the inbound in there with the layup in. And a reverse layup there from Driscoll. He'll draw the contact and go to the line.
We talk about getting up and down the court, Tony. You had coast-to-coast and back coast-to-coast with two players. You don't see that a whole lot.
Definitely running here in the second half. Right now, Marcus Driscoll, 6'6" freshman out of Western Branch High School, will be on the line. His first shot is up and back and no good off the back iron. Justin Cotman coming back in for the Trojans. And Derek Dixon coming in. 6'3" guard, freshman guard out of Bowie, Maryland, went to Archbishop Carroll High School. Marcus Driscoll now for a second shot. First one was no good. This one also no good. Can't convert at the line. And trailing 72-69, they may want that back. Lewis for three, no good. Ball goes out of bounds on the Raptors. It'll be Trojan basketball. Saving Word will get ready to inbound it. Monique cuts to it. He looked like he was trying to set up for an alley-oop. Can't get it. Lewis has it out beyond the arc. He's going to shoot. No, and he'll get it to Word. He takes the baseline. A pass. And now it's to Demonia inside, up and over, no good. Trojans get it again, a fresh shot clock, and finally a call there. And we'll see what the call is. That's going to go against the Trojan offensive foul.
A good offensive move that time on a nice offensive rebound by Word for the Trojans at the 9:36 mark in the second half.
Check that. That was Charlie Ali for the Raptors getting the call and sending Savion Word to the foul line. First one is good. 73-69 inside 10 minutes to play in the ball game. Word now getting set to attempt his second. Big bench player, impact player today for the Trojans. 1 for 2 at the line. That second one does not go in, and now Vince Rose for the Raptors walking it up. Now he sees some space and tries to force it. Gets it out to Garcia for 3 in the corner, and it's good. And when Paul Garcia has room, Bill, he can hit it, and even under duress he can too. We've seen him hit a few shots. And now he takes that ball right off the hands of the Trojans, pushes it all the way up, pretends that he's going to pass, doesn't. Layup no good, back out. Now Ali has it out. He's going to pull up for 3, and it is good. Charlie Ali with a big three-pointer, and the Raptors take the lead, 75-73, inside 9 minutes to play in the ball game.
Firing up the 3, aren't they, Tony?
Yeah.
Not a whole lot of work in the ball for a good shot. They just get it, and throw up the 3, get a rebound, and kick it out for another 3.
8:47 now in the ball game. 75-73. Raptors lead. Marcus Driscoll for the Raptors called on the foul.
We're at the 8:47 mark of the second half. Montgomery 75, Allegheny College 73.
And DeMarcus,
Bob Kirk Arena in Cumberland, Maryland.
DeMarcus Demonia at the line. He'll shoot 1 and 1. First one up and good. And the rules say he gets another one. So he'll take one more. This one could tie it up. DeMarcus Demonia, 1,000 points scored as of Wednesday. It's 1,000 plus now, and that basket is good. 75-75. DeMarcus Demonia sinks both free throws.
DeMarcus a very good shooter for the Trojans.
Now Garcia gets it out to Ali. He's looking for space, pulls up. No good. And the call there looks like it's going to go on Kopman. It does. And that will be his second, and it is. Garcia gets set to take it out under the basket. Rose cuts toward him, trying to get to him. Now he gets it out into the corner.
Very close to a 5-second call.
Basket no good, and Kopman with the rebound. Almost stolen away. Pressure there from Vincent Rose. And we're going to check the call. Whistle blown. And that's going to go against Vince Rose with a push. So that'll be AC with a chance to take 1 and 1. It'll be the former camper Justin Kopman at the line for 1 and 1. Coach Bird from the Raptors looking for an explanation. Not happy with the one he got.
Not real happy with the call.
Kopman now, first shot good. Gets set to take a second one. Justin Kopman, former camper, 6'7" forward out of Cumberland. Second basket, second shot, good, 77-75. Trojans out to a 2-point lead. Paul Garcia has the ball, and right now David Floyd giving him pressure all the way out. He's going to get past it and look to pass. He gets it out to Rose. Rose dribbling in. He's going to pull up and shoot. In and out of the basket. Can't get the rebound. They get it out to Garcia, who thought about taking the long 3 but doesn't. They get it to Rose. He's going to try to reset the offense. Moving people in position, almost loses the basketball, but gets it back. Garcia comes back out, has a look, doesn't take it. Tries to get in front. Kopman goes up and back down hard on his back. The ball goes out of bounds, and some of the Allegheny players, seeing Kopman get up, we're going to, I think, get a timeout here. They're bringing in some players right now. Maximilian Barrett coming in for the Trojans. Kopman up and moving. A little bit stiff, but he looks like he'll be okay. He's going to work it out.
Took quite a spill that time, falling backwards.
Yeah, went up and lost his feet and came right back down on his back.
Kind of got his legs cut out from under him and kind of went back on his back. You know, he didn't hit his head or anything, but he really hit hard on the floor.
We'll take a breather. Right now, Demonia has it out. Now it's Floyd. Out to Word. Inside to Barrett. Can't get it. Floyd grabs the loose ball up. And call's going to go against Charlie Ali for the Raptors. And it'll put David Floyd on the line. And Floyd the hot hand in the second half, Bill. It came out and hit 3 threes and a couple of other buckets as well.
He scored 15 points in the first 4 minutes of the second half.
Right now.
That's a career for somebody like me.
First shot is good. The Raptors will bring in Jonathan Kamana off the bench. He's playing with a few fouls. Floyd getting set to take a second. 78-75. Trojans lead. 7:42 to go in the ball game. Floyd at the line. A pure stroke from David Floyd, and it is good. And now a 4-point lead for the Trojans. Paul Garcia walking the ball up. Trying to call a set, trying to communicate with his guys. He pulls his dribble up and get the ball taken away from him by Lewis. Lewis pushes the issue up. Goes up for a reverse, no good. Off the glass, Demonia puts it back in for 2. 81-75 now, Trojans pushing their lead out. Inside 8 minutes to play. Nice move by Rose as he splits the defenders coming up, tries to dish it off, and gets it to Kamana. Wasn't quite ready for it, and rattles out of bounds, and will be Trojan basketball.
The Trojans are dialing up a more pressure type defense, picking up full court and trying to double team the ball.
Lewis has it now, out to Demonia. He has a 3 look. He's going to dribble in and pull up instead. It's long, no good. Garcia now pushing it up. He sees Opta there with some room and can't get it in. Call there. No basket, but they'll call that on Allegheny College, and Michael Hopta will go to the line. Antoine Lewis gets the foul. That's his first. And Michael Hopta will come out to shoot 2.
We're at the 6:58 mark in the second half. Allegheny College 81, Montgomery 75.
First foul shot good. Opta has been an impact player so far this half off the bench. He gets set to attempt his second. Trojans lead 81-76. Opta second shot up and good. And the Raptors will take a timeout. We will as well with 6:58 left in the ballgame. The score, Allegheny College 81, Montgomery College 77. You're listening to AC Men's Basketball on 103.1 FM, 1270 AM, and WCBCRadio.com.
Men's team plays once again on February 19th at 7 p.m. as they host the Potomac State College Catamounts here at Bob Kirk Arena.
Well, the Nurse Managed Wellness Clinic is an innovative clinical experience for our nursing and allied health students at Allegheny College. We provide the clinical opportunity for students to work with live patients, providing real healthcare services. Well, the nursing and allied health students, we can help them to navigate, figure out what they need to have as far as healthcare services. It's economical and it's convenient. So we're right here on campus. The other students who participate in the clinical experiences, it's a wonderful.
Welcome back to AC Men's Basketball here at Bob Kirk Arena. Tony Orndorff, Bill Cessna with you. And right now the Trojans lead 81-77 with 6:50 to go in the ball game. And it'll be the Raptors right now. Lewis tries to steal the long pass, and he's going to knock it out of bounds. It'll be Raptors basketball. And, Bill, this was back and forth for a very long time and tied it not too long ago. But right now the Trojans trying to impose their will a little bit.
Well, you can see Montgomery's trying to speed the tempo up a little bit by applying a 2-2-1 full-court press.
And Johnson Ajah will come in for the Trojans. 6:44 to go in the ball game. It'll be Raptor ball, and a miscommunication on the inbounds is going to give the ball to Word wide open. He'll take the easy 2 and push the lead up to 6, 83-77.
Those are the kind of turnovers that just really hate to see happen against a team, really any team.
Coaches go prematurely gray with that kind of a turnover. It was just a miscommunication on the inbound, and the player that was supposed to get the pass went the wrong way. Garcia threw it in, and instead it was Word who grabbed it for the Trojans and took it in for 2. Garcia right now under pressure. He's going to get a timeout. We'll stay here for this one. 6:14 to go in the ball game, and that was Garcia very smartly both realizing he was about to lose control and lose the ball, called a timeout instead. And the Raptors keep possession.
I choose ACM because it's close to home, affordable, and the staff is very kind and helpful.
Because of the good reputation it has as a college.
Because of the great support staff. Because it offers me local education and flexible course scheduling.
Dedication with a sense of purpose.
An understanding of the mind, body, and soul.
It takes a leap of faith. It was the best decision I ever made.
But right now, Trojans lead. 6:14 left in the ball game. It'll be Raptor ball. Charlie Ali will inbound it with only 5 seconds on the shot clock. Garcia will cut to the basket, looking for somebody, and it's Rose who gets it. 4, now 3, long 3, no good. Hits the iron, but the Trojans grab it and are going to try to push it up, and it is Floyd with the ball. He's going to get it out to Demonia. He looks like he's going to take a long 3, but passes instead. Ball knocked out of bounds by Rose, and it'll be Trojan basketball.
You know, with 5:59 to go in the game, you know, you would think the Trojans would come down and look for a good shot, but they just come down and crank it up.
And Demonia has the ball now. Now he's going to give it out to Word. Word for a long 3, and it rattles and finally goes in. And same on Word was, if he had been any further away, he'd been out on the track bill, and he gets the 3, and now it's 86-77. The Trojans a little more comfortable as this lead starts to grow.
That shot was right outside of the Cumberland Country Club Pro Shop. That baby was way out there.
Lewis goes up hard, and they're going to no basket. They'll call that offensive on Antoine Lewis, a charge. He comes in a little out of control and gets the offensive foul. And that will be Charlie Ali now coming back in. Coach Bird doing a little offense for defense here on the switching, bringing Ali in when they can on offense. He's going to try to push it up, and he's got the ball. Splits the defenders coming down, but he dishes it to Demonia, who's coming up the other way. He's got Ward out in the corner. Demonia says, "I'll take it myself," and slams it on home. And the lead now at 11, 88-77 with 5:15 to go in the game. Driscoll for the Raptors, turn around, no good. Ball rattles around, and Ali finally gets it under control. He's going to get it to Driscoll out at the foul line, looking to make a move. Dribbles in, turn around, and I think we're going to get a travel on that, and we do. One too many steps from Marcus Driscoll. You got to get to the NBA before they'll give you that call.
Exactly. And you can see Montgomery's going to pick up the defense. Looks like a full court 2-2-1 trap.
Floyd takes it. He'll take the
no one stopped the basketball, Tony. They went coast to coast.
Split the defenders and in for a quick 2, and all of a sudden, just like that, it's 90-77, and the Trojans look to have it well in hand, but 4:42 left to go. It's been back and forth all night. No reason to think it won't be.
Well, and I would think that the Trojans would take their time on offense, but that ain't going to happen.
So now
that's not how they play.
The Raptors will inbound it under their own basket. Paul Garcia trying to find someone to get it to. Gets it out to Driscoll, drives in, up, no good. Ball batted out, and Lewis has it, pushing it up for the Trojans. He's got Demonia behind him, and Demonia will slam it home again. Another forceful 2 points for DeMarcus Demonia, and it's 92-77, and Trojans on a nice little run right here.
Tony, DeMarcus Demonia is a player, my man. He can put it and ram it down. He's a good shooter. Here he is again. Here he goes, Tony.
And another, now he
wants
to that, and
I guess he's tired. He's tired. He went to the finger roll. He's tired of ramming it down. He's out of energy.
Off the steal. And timeout called. We'll take a break. 4:10 to go in the ball game. The score, Allegheny.
This is the house that built me. Upon graduation from high school, I was recruited to play baseball here at Allegheny College of Maryland. My 2 years here was exactly what I needed. You know, as we look at our vision statement, we're trying to transform lives. We're strengthening our community, and we're making learners the center of everything we do. That's exactly what was occurring my 2 years here. I feel the same feeling as I do now, as I did then, being part of this campus, Allegheny College of Maryland.
We're good. We're pretty good on breaks. So as we get these kind of quick 30 seconds, I'll keep it here for a while. Welcome back to Bob Kirk Arena. Tony Warndorf, Bill Sessman with you, bringing you Allegheny College men's basketball. And Bill, the Trojans have just exploded on offense. Game was tight for a long time here in the second half, but right now 94-77. And largely on the play of DeMarcus Demoniu, who's made his presence known here in the second half.
Yes, he has, Tony, and he's just excelled going to the hole, ramming it down, finger roll, you name it. He's done it offensively and defensively for the Trojans here in the last 3 or 4 minutes of this latter part of the second half.
Trojans playing tight defense there, and Montgomery having a hard time getting a shot off. The call there will go against David Floyd for the Trojans. That'll be his fourth. As we get inside 4 minutes to play with the Trojans with a lead, 94-77.
Like you said, Tony, a minute ago, it was a 2 or 3 point game.
Yeah.
Now the Trojans, with 3:45 to go, are up 94-77.
Right now, it's Jonathan Kamana for the Raptors on the line. First one of a 1-and-1 is good. And that's the first points for the Raptors in quite a while. 94-78, the Trojan lead. Second shot, also good. Demoniu will inbound the ball, and Savon Word will walk it up. He'll get it out to Demoniu, who will push a little bit. He gets it out to Word. Inside. Now back outside to Lewis with baseline. Takes it up, and a jump ball called. All ball there on the defensive pressure. And it will go to the Raptors on the alternating possession.
3:33 to go. 18 seconds left on the shot clock, and you're attacking the rim. You need to work the ball a little bit, run some clock right now, Tony.
Does not seem to be the Trojan way. Right now they have a lead, and we'll see what happens. Rose trying to get the ball down inside to Garcia, but instead a call. That will go against Word, saving on Word for Allegheny, his first team foul, number 8. And that will put Vince Rose on the line, a 6'2 sophomore guard out of Clinton Christian High School.
When you look at some of the schools these players are from, Tony, most of them are 3 and 4A schools, in Maryland. So, in the Baltimore, D.C. area, Montgomery County area, a lot of athletes and a lot of big schools.
Yeah, it's and I think as a lot of coaches are starting to discover, and have known for a long time, it's a huge recruiting area for basketball forever. Now for
basketball mecca.
Now a little bit for football too, but you're seeing a lot of athletes coming out of that area. But yeah. All right, Trojans now with the ball, and the baseline. It was Aja who had the baseline, went up, ball knocked away, and it'll be Trojan basketball, and then
I guess you say it's not the Trojan way to run the clock, is it?
Not that we've seen thus far. 3:09 to play here. Looking to inbound it is Lewis, who gets it out. And now they're going to get it to Word. He's going to look to try to set something up here. Demoniu comes out to set a pick. Now they'll get it inside. Ball gets away, and Rose has it. He'll get it out to Ali. He's going to look to pull up for a 3, and it's good. Charlie Ali with a quick 3 in transition.
Ali's a shooter from Montgomery,
cut to
Tony.
10. 94-84, Trojans lead. Lewis now, he'll kick it out. That's Floyd, in and out of the basket, no good. Ball goes off, and it'll stay down with the Trojans. And the Trojans will take a timeout. We'll stay here for this timeout, 2:38.
This is the house that built me.
At Allegheny College of Maryland, innovation means more than just new ideas. Whether it's advanced classroom technology, unique learning opportunities, or inventive teaching methods, the faculty and staff at ACM are constantly expanding what a traditional community college can offer its students. With many of our career programs listed on the U.S. News Best Jobs 2013, students graduate prepared for success in an ever-evolving economy. Whether it's helping the disabled in a foreign country or enriching the local community as an automotive technologist, the opportunities at ACM are diverse and abundant. Let's take a closer look at how a few of our programs are establishing a strong foothold in the community and beyond.
Trojans, there's 30 seconds on the shot clock to see if they run the clock down a little bit or...
Ward looking to get it in. He gets to Demonia under the basket. Demonia looking for two. Can't get it, and it's out to Garcia, who's pushing it up the floor. He's going to look to take it himself. Lane opens up, and he does. Nice lay-in. Paul Garcia for 2 quick points, and it's 94-86. Lead now cut to 8.
Plenty of time, Tony. 2:21 left on a running clock.
Right now, Floyd with the ball. He's going to look for some help. Demonia out on the top of the key. Gets it down inside to Aja. Off to Floyd. And basket no good. We'll wait for the call. It's going to go against the Raptors for a block. A block charge it's a tough call. It's a judgment call. I think it's one of the tougher calls you can make in sports.
And I think
to make that decision.
The correct call that time, I believe.
It'll put Johnson Aja on the line. He misses his first. 2:10 to go in the ball game. Allegheny College of Maryland 94, Montgomery College 86. Tony Orndorff, Bill Svensson with you from Bob Kirk Arena. And Charlie Ali for the Raptors, forcing the issue, bringing it up, kicks it out to Garcia, who's open for three, no good. Word has it, trying to push, but he'll slow it down and try to walk it up the court.
1:55 left in the game, 24 seconds left on the shot clock. The Trojans should be in no hurry.
Word has it out, top of the key, looking to make a move, dribbles it off his foot, grabs it. Now he's got the ball. He's got it to Lewis. Lewis has room down the lane, and a nice pull-up floater is good. Antoine Lewis reading the defense, took it down until he couldn't go anymore, pulled back and laid it right in with a nice floater.
Nice floater to the bucket for a big bucket with the 1:26 left in the game.
That call there is going to go against Word. No, that call is going to go against Paul Garcia for the Raptors. And so the Trojans will have a shot here at a 1-and-1. 1:26 to go in the ball game. No shot on this, just a possession here, and they'll have it out. They get it to Floyd in front of the scorer's table. He's going to take it down. Spin move into the basket. Shot no good. Ball off, and it looks like it was a foul. Foul will go against Rose for the Raptors. That will put David Floyd on the line. Exploded for three-pointers right out of the gate in the second half and has been an offensive factor for the rest of the game. His first foul shot good. Lead up 98-86.
Floyd's a shooter for the Trojans, Tony, and so is DeMarcus.
Demonia's a big shooter. Floyd there with another foul shot. That is good. 99-86. Trojans pushing that lead back up, now up by 13. Ball out of control, and the Trojans gather it. Demonia now has it. He's got the baseline. He's going to take it, and they're going to call that on Demonia for an offensive foul. Ball will come back the Raptors' way. And they've got 1:08 to erase a 13-point deficit. Garcia with the ball. He'll come up, looking to set something up. Now he might take that shot, and he just got out of himself a little bit there, Bill. He wanted to pull up, then thought about passing, but the feet moved, and he gets the travel.
We're going to have a technical foul on Coach Bird for Montgomery here, Tony.
They will, in fact, tee up the coach. Coach Bird did not like the travel call on Garcia, but he did move. He'll get a technical. And with 1:01 to go, and the Trojans up 99-86, they'll get set to take a A couple of foul shots here, and they'll give it to David Floyd, the man with the hot hand.
And I did say in the first half, I really liked his demeanor. It's really changed in this last couple of minutes of the game.
They were playing tight for a long time, and now it's starting to slip away a little bit, and his frustration spilling over just a little there.
The Trojans have really shot lights out in the second half,
Floyd's first
taking the ball to the hole and making threes.
Floyd's first basket good, second one no good. And the Trojans will, of course, get the ball. 1:01 to play, and it's 100-86. Allegheny College in the lead. Saban Word will inbound the ball, pressure for it. He's going to look for someone. Someone's going to have to move to get open. He finally is going to toss it out. Demonia will grab it. He'll look to push. He's going to get the travel call. And much in the tradition of most basketball, no one on the floor has ever committed a foul in the history of their game. Everyone completely shocked.
I just can't believe how the players talk to the officials nowadays. It's just
Ali for three, and it's good. Whistle blew, and I think that's going to be an opportunity for a 4-point play, and it is. The three-pointer is good. DeMarcus Demonia will be called for the foul, and Charlie Ali will go to the line, 6'2" freshman guard out of Walter Johnson High School. He'll attempt to make this a 3-point play, a 4-point play, and he converts. And just like that, lead cut to 10, 54 seconds left in the ball game. Pressure now from the Raptors, and Floyd able to dribble out of it. Spin move there, looking to dribble. And the spin move there may have drawn the contact, and it does. A push there on Vince Rose. And a foul on him, that'll be his fourth. I'm going to bring in Michael Hopton in there for Rose.
And the Trojans should be in good shape if they don't turn the ball over 3 or 4 straight times with 49 seconds to go, leading this game 100-90.
And that's Floyd there for the one-on-one. First one's good. Next one, Floyd sets up here. 49 seconds left in the ball game. That one rattles in, catches the front iron, gets a friendly roll, and goes in. 102-90 now, Trojans lead. Garcia forcing it up for the Raptors. Dribbling it around, now he's going to look to pass, now he's going to keep it. Now he sees a lane, nice dish off to Driscoll, who's there. And Garcia, nice player, had the lane, drove it in, but saw Driscoll right out of the corner of his eye, dished it off, and Driscoll went up for the rebound. Hustle on the floor for the ball, and it's a jump ball that will go to the Trojans. 31 seconds to go. A timeout will take one as well. With 31 seconds in the ball game, it's one.
The Automotive Technology program always has access to the latest industry standard equipment to train our students so that they can move out into a career and keep up with what's coming off of the assembly lines in the automotive industry. We've got the latest emissions diagnostic equipment. We've got the industry standard scan equipment. We've also got OEM scan equipment to keep our students up to date on what they need to know when they're in the field. In addition, we've moved recently to purchase engine machining equipment so that we can give our students an additional skill set in a field that most of our employers say that the students need to move into. Keeping up with what the students as technicians when they graduate need to have to get a job in the field.
I don't know if I want to ask you that or not.
No, but I can massage.
Yeah.
All right. Welcome back to Bob Kirk Arena. Tony Orndorff, Bill Cessna with you, bringing you AC men's basketball. And right now the Trojans hanging on to a 10-point lead, 102-92. They lead the Montgomery College Raptors with 31 seconds to go in the ball game. Well, we're going to get a foul here, and it's going to send Davon Floyd to the line. Floyd, a 6'1" guard, sophomore guard out of Bowie, Maryland, out of Crofton, Maryland, went to Bowie High School.
And Bowie's a big school down in Prince George's County, I believe, down around College Park.
Yeah, absolutely. And Floyd's first shot, no good. He'll attempt his second. This one looks better, and it is. And right now now the Trojans are going to bring in Johnson Ajah. Corey Mitchum had been in there. He'll take a seat now. Ajah in for him. Garcia for the Raptors, forcing the issue, bringing it up. He sees a shot he likes. Now he's going to jump back to try to get to three. No good, short. Floyd has it. He's going to look for some help. He's going to get it out to Word. Word will push it up. Dribbles through a couple of the defenders. Now he'll try to set up the offense with 11 seconds to go, and the Trojans look content to be able to let this clock run out. Montgomery giving some pressure, and that is the ball game. The final score from Bob Kirk Arena, Allegheny College 103, the Montgomery College Raptors 92. We'll be back after a break to meet with the head coach, Tommy Reams. You're listening to AC Men's Basketball on 103.1 FM, 1270 AM, and WCBCRadio.com.
Thank you very much for your attendance tonight. We hope to see you on the 19th. Have a good evening.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for doing it. I appreciate it. Yeah, I'll be good. Yeah, no, go ahead.
Any more help, give me a buzz.
All right, absolutely.
Thanks for time.
No problem. Welcome back to Bob Kirk Arena. Tony Orndorff with you. Final score from Allegheny College. It's Allegheny College 103, Montgomery College 92, and I'm joined now by the head coach, with the head coach of the Allegheny College Trojans, Tommy Reams. And Coach Reams, as you were walking over, you commented that you thought this set basketball back a few years. What did you mean by that?
I think Coach Bird from Montgomery and I have a complete understanding that was one of the roughest officiated basketball games we've ever been a part of. Like, you always want to be on them and all that, just sheer inconsistency. They don't call anything for most of the first half. There were 3 fouls about 15 minutes into the first half, and then all of a sudden everything on the perimeter is a touch foul. Contact in the paint going uncalled, but you can't D up on the perimeter. The travel calls there were 2 great plays. Driscoll from Montgomery had a huge dunk that wasn't a travel, and we had a great play by Antoine Lewis that wasn't a travel. I mean, just sheer inconsistency made this game really, really tough to get flow and focus. You couldn't really go on runs because you never knew what was going to happen.
No, you're absolutely right. I mean, in the first half, we commented on it. They seemed to be content to let players play, and then the second half, it got a lot tighter. And as the intensity level went up and both teams seemed to want to run, that you were absolutely right. They were a little trouble getting into a rhythm because of the calls and not knowing what the call might be, and led to frustration, I think, on both sides. Ultimately, you guys were able to push the lead up, though.
Absolutely. There in the second half, when we went on that big run to push it, I think 94-77, that big push, there was a little bit of rhythm, and Montgomery, Coach Bird took a great timeout. He was able to stall it, but when we came out of that timeout, it was like all of a sudden you weren't allowed to play the exact style that just got our lead. So
yeah,
it's clearly frustrating to players that how can you find your flow in your game and know where the gaps are when you don't know what's going to happen.
So let's we'll switch to some positivity. David Floyd came out in the beginning of the second half on fire. I think he had 3 threes right away. He was obviously a special player for tonight, and obviously DeMarcus Demonia had a big night as well. He had a big night Wednesday, and he seems to be a very consistent player for you each and every night. Both of those guys had a great night.
Yeah, I think the unofficial I heard as I walked down here was Floyd ended up with 33 and Demonia ended up with 29 tonight, and we have 4 guys on our roster that night in and night out can just fill it up. Damoni has been extremely consistent this year. He's averaging, if he had more than 20 tonight, he's going to be averaging 20 on the season. And he gets going in that transition game in our offense where he can cut and get into the paint and make some plays happen. And Davon Floyd, it was great to see him arrive offensively again. He actually had been, I think, 0 for his last 11 or 12 coming into this game from outside after a 7 for 10 performance.
Well, if he was if he was an NBA Jam character, he literally would have been on fire in the beginning of that second half because he had the stroke.
Absolutely, and I mean, we've been working really hard on getting him out of his little bit of a funk. It's not that he was taking bad shots, but I mean, you could see a couple of the ones he took tonight halfway in, halfway out.
Yeah.
And it's been like that for about a week, so getting him out of his slump really, really gave us life and got our guys going.
Justin Kottman for you, a big presence inside. He had a nice game as well. You came out in the second half and looked like you're intent on putting a little more pressure on them on the full court, a little 2-2-1 pressure and a couple of different changes. What was the conversation at halftime? It was a very even game. You had a 4-point play for the Raptors to bring it in. So what do you say to your guys at halftime there to get them? Because they came out really fired up in the second half.
I really just challenged their heart. I asked them to see what they wanted inside. We played a very emotional, very physical, and very energetic game on Wednesday. We had to do the same thing on Monday, and we had to do the same thing against Baltimore on Saturday. And I was afraid this was going to be a bit of a trap game. I always say, are we going to have that big game hangover where we are going to come out flat? We aren't going to come out with energy. In the first half, you could see it. We were very, very, very content of just passing the ball around their zone, standing and shooting, and they were able to sit back in it. In the second half, we attacked their zone. We hit a couple threes. All of a sudden, they got to go man-to-man, and that bodes very well for us when teams have to match up and try to keep pace with Demonia and Floyd and Lewis and all those guys. And it led our offense to turn to defense. Our guys actually picked up defensively, where Antoine Lewis, I don't know how many times he caused a loose ball tonight in our press to just make something happen and get us going.
Well, Coach Reams, the win puts you at 15-9. You have Northern Virginia Community College on Monday, so you get the weekend to kind of recover and prepare for them. That's a road game. Anything you know about that school as you're getting ready for that game?
Coming into Nova is always a tough place to play. It's an extremely loud gym. It echoes very, very hard, so it's very hard to coach at. Guys can't hear in there. So you really find out what your team knows on that night. You find out what they're made of mentally. Going into that game, it's another scary game. Nova is, I want to say, 9-9 or 8-9 on the season. But they've beaten some really good teams. They've been blown out once or twice. They've played some really good teams to some overtime games and tight games. So kind of like Montgomery, don't let the record fool you. This is a team that on any given night can come out and get you. So we're going to have to be extremely prepared coming into Nova if we want to ride this going into the Maryland JUCO tournament next weekend.
Right, and obviously that's where you're headed. Well, great win tonight, 103-92. You pulled out, and a nice win for your guys. Now you get a chance to take a little bit of a rest, but I'm sure you'll be back to work tomorrow looking at film, getting these guys ready to go down to Virginia.
Absolutely. It's going to be a long road trip and a long weekend preparing and getting us right.
All right, so Coach Reams, thank you very much. Thanks for joining us. And that's going to do it for us. The final score here from Bob Kirk Arena, Allegheny College 103, Montgomery College 92. And that's going to do it for us. For Bill Cessna and everyone back at the studio, Mike was there, and for everyone that helped us get on the air, for Garrett Egan and Coach Reams, who was helpful as well. 103-92, the final score. We want to say thank you to everyone and thank you for listening. And Trojans with a big win. They win 103-92 over the Montgomery College Raptors. They'll be in action next February 11th on the road in Northern Virginia. Garrett Egan will have that for you, a 7 p.m. tip. They're back home Tuesday, February 19th, against the Potomac State College of West Virginia. So Garrett will have that as well. Lots of AC basketball coming your way. Tuesday, Bishop Walsh will take on Mercersburg, and we'll have that for you as well. So a lot of basketball on WC.